Hi everyone, this is Ms.Azu here, and today we are going to do an activity around a feeling that I don't think that we hear enough. So today Ms.Azu decided to talk about excited. Has anybody ever heard that word, excited? Excited is like a form of being happy, but being excited means like being really happy. So today I'm going to do an activity that used to make our friends feel really excited when we were in preschool. So what you need is a bowl, flour, salt, oil. If you have it, you can get Kool-Aid to make your Play-Doh a special color and a special smell. And this is called cream of tartar. This actually helps the Play-Doh stay nice and soft. So you guys can save it for a couple of days or a couple of times for your child to play with. Or you can just do it for one time and then throw it away. Whatever works best for your family. I do recommend that once you make the Play-Doh and you let your children play with it, please supervise your children, keep an eye on them, because Play-Doh can get on the floor and sometimes it can get in the carpet. But the kids love making Play-Doh and it made them feel super happy and it made them feel so excited. So I want to share this recipe with you guys so that you guys can have something to do with your kids. It's a really fun measuring activity. It's science and it's very fun. So the first thing that we do is we get our flour. And we get 2 cups of flour. So 1 cup. Two cups. And this is a salt dough, so we are going to grab our salt. And my friends know how to make this, so I'm sure they will be more than happy to help put some of these materials in here. You can explore the materials. You can talk about what other things you use these materials for. It's a really good activity for keeping your children engaged and letting them do some work. So we did 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and then you do 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar if you have it. And again, this is only if you want to preserve your Play-Doh for it to last a little bit longer. If you don't do it, the Play-Doh will still come out. It will just dry out a little faster. So we have our ingredients in here. So now you can do Kool-Aid. I usually do 2 packs of the same Kool-Aid to make it one color. Or if you have some at home and you want to make colors, you can also use food coloring. So Ms.Azu is going to open the packets of Kool-Aid and she's going to pour the packets in. So once you have all your ingredients in here, you're going to just kind of you can use a spoon or you can use your hand. You can have your child help you stir this around so that all the materials are mixed together. And it should look like this. Now, we are going to add our wet ingredients. So I'm going to put my flour away. And now we are going to get a half a cup of oil. You can use regular cooking oil, or you can use baby oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you have at home. So we do a half a cup of oil, and you throw that right in there. And then you're gonna do the recipe calls for 2 cups of water, but I like to add a little bit of extra oil in my recipe to make it a little softer. So I suggest starting with 1 cup and slowly pour it in as you're stirring your Play-Doh. The water has to be hot, so please help your children with this part. Do not let them touch the hot water. So you start pouring it in little by little, and you start shaking it, mixing it. You can use a spoon. If you are using a spoon, your child can help you. If you are decide to mix with your hands, just make sure you do it so that the children don't burn their hands. So I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer so that you can see what this looks like. So I added about 1 cup of water. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. There we go. So this is actually the most exciting part for kids to do. They really like to help out. So I suggest once you have a lot of the loose powder mixing in with your recipe, you can let your kids stick their hands in here and really experiment with the texture. They can talk about some of the things that they feel, because the Play-Doh might still feel squishy, or it might feel they might still have some dry parts in it. So it's just really a good way to get your children talking about what they really like, what they feel, what they can do with it. So I added 1 cup of water, and it looks like this. And I think we need a little bit of more water. So now I'm just gonna get the whatever hot water I have, and I'm gonna add a tiny bit. So I added about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half, and now I'm gonna stir again. And so you just gotta play around with the liquids. You might, if you add a little bit too much water, that's okay. You can add a little bit more flour to kind of make it more of a Play-Doh consistency. If you have cookie cutters at home, or a rolling pin, or if you have butter knives, these are all tools that your children can use to play with the Play-Doh. So what I've done now is I've taken it off of the bowl, and I've brought it onto my table. And so this is what my Play-Doh looks like. So one of the things that I noticed in my classroom was that children really enjoyed doing things with their hands. And they really enjoyed being part of the process. This really causes them to be really excited. Anytime that, I was having a really hard time with them running around, or, taking a lot of toys out, or if I noticed that we were having a lot of issues with friendship, this is an activity that I would do with the kids, and it would get them super excited, and it would get them super happy, and at times it would really calm them down. So I really wanted to share this recipe with you guys so that you guys have one more thing to do at home. And if you do end up making this Play-Doh, please take a video of your kids playing with it or what they have created. We would love to see these activities. You guys, I hope you guys are doing good. We miss you so much. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.